All right, we are on air.
Perfect. I'm coming through there.
Cool. We had everybody patiently waiting for you.
Who's everybody? How many we got?
There was 7, but now it's down to 2 because you're slow ass.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's why I'm up here in the commentary booth.
Slim field tonight.
So far, let's see if we get a couple.
Missing some regulars like Ramrod.
Is this one of the ones Spider Pig's out too?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yep.
I saw Menezes in the practice, but I don't see him on the roster so far.
Maybe he's like you, had to go take care of a brown flag.
Yeah, could be. Maybe he didn't want to go live stream it. The piss heard around the world.
Yeah. So what's new? Anything?
Much different circuit.
Yeah.
We got a lot of space here.
Yeah. No, I wasn't talking about racing. I meant like real life. What's new?
Oh,
like,
with me?
Yeah, we got like 15 minutes to fill before any actual action starts.
Wow.
How old's your oldest boy now?
Almost 22 months.
Oh, okay. So does he kind of know that Christmas is coming, or is that still like a foreign thing to him?
He doesn't really understand occasions.
No, not yet.
We've tried to explain the concept of a birthday.
Yeah.
He doesn't really get it.
Yeah, I think next year it'll be like a big deal that, it's birthday and Christmas.
Yeah, his are really close together too. So we just had ours in November, late November, and then we have Christmas, and then end of January is Jack.
Oh my goodness. God bless you.
Yeah, it's like a triple header.
Yeah.
Of pain.
Yeah. See, now mine's the 23rd of this month, so I got shafted my whole life for birthdays.
I think I got the best birthday ever.
Was it right in like June or something?
No, St. Patty's.
Oh.
March 17th.
No. Why is that the best one? Because everybody's already drunk?
Well, when you're a kid, it falls in the March break. So everybody's off already. And later on, I mean, you don't have to ask anybody to party. They're all already partying. And it's not a gift-giving one. Like, I don't know if you ever got presents at Easter, but like it falls in between enough of Easter and Christmas that you don't interrupt your gifts too much.
Okay. Oh, is Easter like a gift-giving time for Canadians?
I mean, we used to get like, it wasn't like Christmas or a birthday. It was like smaller. Like you might get like a toy car of a reasonable price and maybe like a couple of other things and a lot of chocolate.
Yes, now for us, Easter, at least when I was growing up, it's changed now. Now it's like Easter's like another present given time these days. But growing up, it was, the bunny left you chocolates and stuff like that, candy. It was like Halloween light.
Yeah, that's a great way of putting it. But, I mean, now with the Hallmark holidays, it's like everybody expects gifts at every occasion.
All right. Now, does Canada have different, like, Christmas traditions than here in the States? Or is it lineup pretty much the same?
I think it's pretty similar. Because I don't think my family back home in Britain celebrate it differently. I say back home. I wasn't born there, but
Right.
my family is from there, and like I'm my family that's still over there. They don't celebrate it much differently.
Mm.
And Canada tends to follow whatever the U.S. and Britain do, some amalgam of that.
So what's the Christmas dinner in Canada?
So sometimes it's a ham
Pretty standard,
or
yeah.
a turkey.
Are they second turkey?
Well, our Thanksgiving's way
Well,
earlier.
it's true. True. Yeah.
Ours is the first weekend of October.
Yeah, you're not celebrating the Americans feasting with the Indians.
No. We had a very different feast.
Yeah.
It happened earlier.
Yeah.
Not saying either feast was
but
super beneficial.
But were the hats the same?
There's some historical debate on whether they actually wore those hats.
I like them.
I think they're nutty, but I like them.
Somebody should bring them back.
We were just talking, so I show my son these horrible histories videos. And they're all like historical songs of different kinds, and they feature obviously people dressed, period relevant. So my wife was saying, why don't people like dress like that anymore? Like you look at someone like one of the 17th century kings, and you're like, that is a getup. Why don't style hasn't changed? It's stagnated.
All right. Everything else has come back. Why hasn't the pilgrim hats come back?
Yeah, what happened to big hats?
Every 20 years, bell bottoms make a thing, but not pilgrim hats.
Yeah, why is it always the pants that are changing and the hats?
No,
the hats are an accessory, man.
Yeah, it's just baseball caps all the time.
Yeah, very standard fare.
Mm-hmm. You get a couple different variations. You get the trucker cap, but it's a baseball cap.
The only other one you sometimes see is the straw hat in the summer. Some people will still rock a version of a straw hat.
Who wears a straw hat? Because I've never seen anybody in a straw hat.
Well, some old women wear sun hats.
Oh, when they're gardening, yeah.
Yeah. And guys on tractors, presumably.
Renoun's type of lady.
His type of lady is a man on a tractor?
No, the old lady gardening.
Oh.
Golden Girls type.
He's just really turned on by John Deere.
Yeah. He thinks his tractor's sexy.
I was gonna make a joke about the. Never mind.
Nothing runs like a deer, or what?
Especially when Renown's chasing him. Well, we got 7 minutes left.
Yep. Then we get to qualifying.
27.2 looks like fastest time is holding right now. It's been up there for a little bit.
Who was our race winner last week? Was it Maloof or was it Saba?
I
think it was Maloof.
I want to say it was Maloof.
Yeah.
We should check the tape. Play the end of the last race.
Yeah. I'm good. We'll just say it was Maloof.
I know it wasn't Menezes. I know different people have won each time.
Well, I don't think he raced last week.
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
We saw him, I think, spectating.
Right. Joe in the pits.
Turkey on track.
I think this
Barely.
is his week.
You think so?
Oh, yeah. He's back up in the top 10 again. It's got to work out for him eventually.
We keep telling ourselves that. I'm sure he's telling himself that.
I'm just trying to hit it big on those odds, all right?
Oh, let's see if he pins a good lap together here. Oh, we got a Marauder. The mulch Marauder down the inside.
Maybe he should be sponsored by John Deere.
Was it renowned?
Now that would be great.
Oh no, it's car 23.
23. Maloof. Well.
I think it goes either that Turkey has a great weekend or he wrecks the grid.
Either way, that's a win for us.
Yeah, I think he's a turn one bowler.
Is turn one really going to stack them up this week, or is that pretty easy?
I think it's deceptive. I think that depending on whether you're on the inside or outside, the breaking point is going to change quite a bit.
According to my track map I printed out, looks kind of tight.
It's like at full speed, it's pretty sweeping. Like it's definitely not as tight as like a hairpin. It's probably like third, fourth, with some good throttle through it.
Mm-hmm.
Can we ride on board through it? Let's see what the guys are taking.
Yeah, sure.
We got a couple minutes here, so.
Let's see who we got. That looks like a good view.
Yeah. So 3 with some throttle.
And it does get a bit narrow there, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. So it's kind of deceptive. And if you're going up the inside, you have a much different braking point.
Right.
So I could see it maybe not being a pileup, but having a lot of cars off to the left. Maybe a few in the sand.
Maybe we should start in the midfield, spectating.
Oh, but then if we miss a crash for the lead, that'd be a tough look.
True.
But like compared to the other tracks, see how much space you have?
Yeah.
I've only driven this on project cars too.
Looks like you got a lot of runoff too.
Yeah, good amount of runoff.
And not like last week where everything was so tight.
Right, even Brands Hatch.
Yeah, there was nowhere to go.
See, like there's a good braking overtake opportunity. At least the races that I've seen. Oh, that's real hot into there.
Yeah.
But in the races I've seen, those final corners, they can go wheel to wheel pretty well.
Bit different this week. We got a left-hand pit entrance.
Yeah. See if that'll mess someone up.
Maybe Turkey.
All clockwise circuits, though.
Yeah.
No counterclockwise yet.
What's next week? It's next week, walk?
Not next week, but the week after.
No.
Don't quote me, but I think there's a week off, and then there's another week off.
Oh, yeah, because Christmas, New
and then
Year's.
One race, and then New Year's, yeah. Yeah.
Let me cancel it. Wait, I'm not going to make that mistake. There we go.
Yeah. We're good.
Yeah. 11 watching. All right, like and subscribe. Really helps the channel.
Our channel or the league's channel? Or my channel?
my channel right now. I'll drop down to 6 real quick when I ask for like and subscribe. Thanks
a lot. Loyalty.
Right? Yeah, I gotta hit 500 subscribers, to start monetizing this shit.
What are you at now?
38.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
I have 41.
Oh. Brag a little bit?
No, just pointing it out.
Well, we got a message. Let's see. Somebody asked if we wanted to disable driver names. Not really. Kind of helps us when they're in the heat of a battle. Because I don't know these guys by their car colors. I know it would look nicer for the broadcast, but it probably hurt us commentating. Especially when you get lap traffic mixed in there.
Yeah, it's hard to see who's who at speed.
Yeah, especially like especially numbers on the sides of the cars and everything.
Maybe later in the season we'll have gotten used to some of the colors.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah. It'd be nice if there was a way to quick toggle it. So you could bring up the names and then hide them.
Right.
Without having to go to menu.
Well, we'll just add that for the patch notes. Time for qualifying.
All right, we're qualifying now. No, wait, it resets.
It sure says. No, it's corner up at the top of the corner of qualifying.
Oh, no, I guess we're good.
Yep.
I'll start with our intro.
Whenever
good
you're
morning,
ready.
Good afternoon, and good evening, everyone, wherever you're watching tonight. I'm Sid Viscus, joined tonight by Tokyo Dave, and welcome along to round 3 of the Lamborghini Yuletide Rush, presented by ARL Sim Racing, in association with Tamiya Racing Factory, coming to you from Derbyshire in the UK. Round 3 brings us to the historic Donnington Park, the first ever permanent park circuit in England, beginning its life in 1931, and now on its 5th iteration, not counting the shorter national circuit layout. Featuring 12 corners, 7 to the right and 5 to the left, with an elevation change of 22 meters or 72 feet. Unlike the tight and flowing circuits of rounds 1 and 2, this FIA Grade 2 circuit has a little extra room to maneuver, and that may translate to more wheel-to-wheel exchanges on track. The final 4 corners are all obvious racing overtaking opportunities here. The long straight preceding the S's at turns 9 and 10 offer a great chance to draft, while long runs into turn 11, Melbourne hairpin, and chase up to the final corner at Goddard's will offer either a second or third chance to pass or a chance to fight back if overtaken. Opportunist moves in the undulating, twisty first half of the lap are not out of the question, but will also be tricky to time, with Redgate turn 1, Old Hairpin turn 4, and McLean's turn 7 being the corners drivers might have circled for a surprise move. With me tonight to call this race, as always, is Tokyo Dave. We've had multiple winners, lots of lead changes throughout the classes, and a fine mix of strategy and sheer pace shown throughout the grid in the preceding rounds. Do you think that this race 3 might be where some of the stalwarts start to assert their dominance, or do you think that maybe some new candidates are ready to take their spot at the head of the class?
And judging by practice, I'd say the former is probably what we're going to be seeing. Sava and Malouf seem to be at the top of the game as usual. Who else?
Yeah, they've been good so far this year.
I don't know who else was up there. You know, our boy Turkey, he was in the top 10 again in practice, so exciting to see how he does up there during practice. Could see him take a silver win tonight.
You know, if they gave out trophies for practice, Peacock could be in the Hall of Fame.
It is a long race.
Starting to get our first laps finishing up here.
Yeah.
Or is this our out lap still?
I think this is our out lap still. I think anybody on with green next to their name is now starting their out laps. So, yep. First times are coming in now.
Yeah, here we go. Sabat taking an early lead.
Top of the list.
Turkey, 1.1 seconds off the pace.
Not bad for amateur division.
Yeah,
oh,
pretty
somebody's
good.
off track.
It's at our con 343. Luckily, lots of runoff here.
Yeah.
Kind of hard to hit a wall.
Hopefully kind of hard to hit a fellow competitor also.
You would think. Sometimes it can be harder than it should be.
All right. Well, we're missing our agent of chaos tonight, Ramrod, so.
True. He might be kind of consoling himself today. His Checo Perez got sacked from Red Bull.
Really?
Yeah, and I know Rod's a big fan.
Yeah. Do they have another driver lined up already, or what's the betting odds right now?
I think they're going to put Lawson in the seat. It'll be stepping over, I think, 4 years now with Sonoda.
Okay.
So I can see him being kind of pissed off about that. We got somebody off down at turn 11 on the outside. Hard to see the number.
Looks like they're back on already. Joe up to P3.
That's a nice lap.
Yeah.
We're still about 6/10 behind what the fastest time was in practice. So there's still more to give here. Might see some fuel burn down. Might see the start of a second run start for a few drivers. I could see that.
Yeah, we probably see a few going back to the pits soon.
It seems car 42, Walker, exiting the pits now. So he's gone back to get some new tires.
Yeah. Good effort so far. P6. Oh, yeah, that is a dangerous pit exit.
Yeah, it's right onto the racing line for turn 1.
Those guys really got to keep their head on a swivel coming down that front straight.
Honestly, I would say the one thing that the 3 tracks have had in common, all 3 of them have very dangerous pit exits.
Which I'm surprised hasn't caused more issues.
We've seen a couple, like with race 1 we had the disqualification for Hatcher, I think it was, for a speeding violation.
Right.
And we've had a couple of near misses, but nothing too intense.
Speaking of Hatcher, we're missing him tonight also.
Okay, so he's one of the ones that are sitting out today. Smaller grid, about 5-6 fewer than race 1.
Phillips up to P2. It's only 2/10 back.
We've been waiting for him to do something.
Anything.
Yeah, he's a quick driver.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
just, the first couple races.
Yeah. Last week he had a fueling issue, which caused him to drop positions at the end of the race.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah, he made a mistake on refueling during his pit stop. Bit of communication error.
That's tough. So he was. That's why he was dropping off precipitously.
Yes. Apparently, the strategy was 60-40, which, understandably, Moby thought meant start with 60. When you pit, fill it up to 40. But the strategy was start with 60. When you pit, add an additional 40.
Yeah, put 40 liters in.
Yes. So, quite unfortunate. He was having a good run last week.
Yeah, he was up there. I mean, I always expect more from him. He's a multiple race winner.
Yeah.
He's been quick across a couple different games, and you just usually see at least podiums out of him.
Right? Especially back in the GT Sport days, he was one of the quicker drivers.
Yeah, one of the perennial contenders for that top of our highest class.
Yeah.
Now, there are some other guys that maybe had more raw pace, but over the course of a season, it's about consistent results.
Right. Speaking of consistent results, I blew the Super Formula race this weekend.
Oh, no. What happened?
All right, so running a consistent P2, P3 the whole race. We get through the final pit stops. And surprisingly, it was me and Treves running 2 and 3. Old Treves, he was having a good race.
Wow.
Yeah. And I ruined it for both of us. I went to undercut him in the pits. I went in like a lap earlier than him for the final stops. So he went in the next lap. So I'm on a push lap trying to get ahead of him. And he comes out of the pits right ahead of me. And going into turn 1 at Suzuka, he was going a bit slower than I was entering it, and I just murdered him.
Oh, man.
Now, if you're familiar with turn 1 in Suzuka, that has the big Astro turf on the outside, then the sand, then the wall, right?
Yeah.
I hit him so hard, he went from the track surface all the ways to the wall.
Ouch.
Yeah.
He'll be feeling that one for a while.
Yeah. So I guess we're even now for when he ran me going into the pits at Autopolis.
Yes, that's one of his many transgressions.
Yeah, I can't make fun of him for that anymore because I completely just killed him.
Which is a hard thing to do. He's lived for a very long time.
Many have tried. Yeah. Treves is eternal.
The only 3 things, death, taxes, and Treves.
And Treves. Yeah,
isn't that like every Super Formula race for you? It's almost always a great result followed by a tragic ending.
Well, the previous race at Watkins, I won. Okay, miraculously. So. Yeah, so it's not every race, but I'm usually good for at least one Super Formula win in a season.
Whoever was paid to assassinate you that night failed.
Right? But that was terrible. I still ended up P5, but it could have been a 2 or a 3. And I wasted 2 sets of softs.
Oh, is it a tire limited season?
Yeah, I brought that back.
I do like that.
makes for some interesting decisions. I think, of course, 8-1 without using any softs.
Of course, yes.
Yeah, he Sam Hain does that race.
Yeah, he's fast now.
Yeah, I don't like it.
He's one of those guys it's raced for a while now, and every season he improves.
Yeah. I'm at that point where I've just plateaued.
There's no progress.
No progress being made, nothing. It's just the pace I'm at is the pace I'm at. If I get a win, it's because of pure dumb luck. But going back to Super Formula tragedies, it's Blue Moon that I always get a tragedy at.
Yes. And always the same corner, and always the same guy.
And always the same lap.
Well, consistency is key in racing.
Yeah, 100 lap race, lap 99, I'm going to crash. And I'm going to be in the lead.
Tears will be shed.
Yeah, it's just expected now.
Consoles will be spared, but only just.
I even ran the race with a different league. Same result.
It's just the nightmare that never ends.
Yeah.
And speaking of, I got a nightmare going through the first part of the circuit here.
Yeah. Oh, and the one with the other league, it was completely my fault. Lap 99, I decided, all right, I'm going to deploy my overtake I've been saving all race.
For the one moment that I always been it, I'm going to go as fast as I possibly can.
Right?
Okay, I follow.
It wasn't the overtake button.
Oh, handbrake.
Yep.
Oopsie.
It was spectacular.
That's why you make the handbrake hard to get to.
It's the button my thumb sits on when I'm driving it too.
Oh. For what? What are you using it for?
Just to launch at the start of the race.
Formula drift? So you're basically, like, you're using it almost like a clutch.
Yeah, in Gran Turismo, when you have the grid starts with the false start check, we all learned a long time ago you get a quicker start by holding the handbrake instead of the foot brake.
Did we all learn that? Nobody told me.
For real? Don't tell me all this time you haven't used the handbrake to launch.
Foot brake every time, buddy.
No.
Yeah.
I thought that was common knowledge.
For you.
All right. Drop it down. Drop it down in the comments. If you knew that the handbrake was the quickest way to launch.
See, I didn't know about this. I have it mapped somewhere where I won't touch it.
Really?
Yeah.
If only your wife could say that.
That's why I'm not allowed to go to Swiss Chalet.
All right, qualifying over.
What do we get? Actually, very close to our fastest time in practice.
See?
1:27.1.
There we go. We got our first comment. Yes, handbrake is common knowledge. That was from Scarecrow.
Oh, well, he's biased.
All right, driver introduction time. Starting P1, Saba. P2, Maloof. P3, Adrian. A nice P4 for Phillips. Right, P5. He had a rough late race last week, didn't he?
I think so, yeah. I think it was a tough one.
Well, that's a good turnaround for him. Cicolo, P6. Zuniga, P7.
Also had a tough race last week.
Yeah. Nice big pile up. You can pronounce this name.
I'm pretty sure it's Alercion.
P8. Anthony White, P9. Zerline rounding out the top 10. Reynolds, P11. Walker, P12. Peppers, P13. Perot, P14. Now this is disappointing. P15, Turkey.
Yeah, this is the realm of shame.
Yeah. I talked him up all qualifying and practice, and this is what he gives me.
They could have handed out a trophy to him in that practice, but from now it'll be hard to get.
Renown, P16.
Your best friend?
Best friends. We're buddies again. Khan, 17.
Khan, 17. Yeah.
Roman, 18. Correas, 19.
Damn, that's down low for him.
Yeah, surprising. Spectre, P20. You go ahead and say this one.
Caraballo.
P21. It is fun to say.
It is a fun name to say.
Caraballo. I want to say it in like an Italian accent, but I'm assuming it's not Italian. It's probably Spanish.
I think it's Italian.
Really?
Maybe.
I
could
don't
be
know.
wrong.
The two L's.
They're all Latin languages.
Right.
Derivatives thereof.
We got a suggestion from Ramrod to talk about how bad Joe is at racing. Shane Stevens.
The only
P22.
correct answer is who's Joe?
Zuniga.
That's not the answer.
Ryder, P23. Vergara, P24. Thompson, P25. I'm going to try this one. Gaillard?
Yes, I believe so.
All right.
If they
P26.
ever correct us, we'll know.
Right. No one's corrected us yet, so I'm still assuming Wright's first name is Mary.
I'm going with it.
Yeah. Where's our boy Joe?
See, I used to collect hockey cards as a kid, and I was
Joe?
always obsessed with names.
Really?
So I was trying to get all of them right and figure out all the pronunciations. So to this day, I'm always interested in how to pronounce certain names.
Well, hockey names is difficult to begin with.
Exactly, a lot of different countries.
It's all just a bunch of vowels.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was that just a last name or is that a whole name?
That's his whole name, but it's double hyphenated. So it's Vili hyphen Matti and Vitas hyphen Maggie.
Love it.
It's a great name. Still one of my favorites of all time.
Got 5 minutes to race start now.
So Adrian in P3.
Right?
Has he not raced yet?
I don't know. If
He has
has
the same number as Menezes.
number one.
Yes,
Let me go.
I believe so.
Let me go to my paper here. You're right.
Did he change his name? Is that Menezes?
Ooh, that's a good question.
The first name is an M, so
All right.
maybe it's his last name and then first name.
Adrian is Menezes, according to Dr. Spiderpig.
Okay, so that's where he went.
Oh.
To P3.
P3. All right. Don't send us the memo.
Yeah, let's just start using, monikers.
Let's just change our names mid-season. I think that's a 5 grid spot penalty.
Yeah, who is this guy? Jason Bourne?
So, breaking news. He changed it because I couldn't pronounce his last name.
Oh, so this is your fault.
He's turning it back on me.
Like everything in this ongoing series, blame it on Dave.
Now, was it just me, or were you mispronouncing it also?
I think you were the one that kept giving up on it.
Well, yeah. Menendez. I kept adding D's and I kept adding letters and everything else to it.
There was an attempt.
Yeah. Once or twice. It's too many S's. It's a tongue twister.
I have a really long last name, so I'm used to people stumbling.
No, yours pronounces pretty phonetically, though.
You would think, until somebody calls you Rothman. Much like
I like that
Menendez
guy.
might have felt with Menendez.
I'm sure there's plenty of famous Menendezes. This should be proud of that name.
I think he's proud of the name. I don't think he's proud of you.
2 minutes.
What side is the turkey starting on? You would be inside, eh?
Let's see. I believe so, yep.
So a couple agents of chaos in that line. Joe Mama in B7 and Flamboyant Turkey.
Well, how Pig remembers your name, of course, is Robot Ham.
That's not a bad way.
No.
It's how I used to spell it when I was a child. That's how I remembered it.
That's how you remembered it.
It's a lot of letters.
Robot Ham.
I was in kindergarten.
Really liked robots.
Sometimes I'd space it too much too, so it looked like it's 3 different words.
Teacher's like, who the hell is Robot Ham?
Well, we also had a Jake Rivington. So there were 2 long R last names and same first name, and
oh, and the same first name?
yeah. My grade 8 class, we had 3 Jakes and 3 Matts in a class of like 27.
In my class, we had 3 Daves, and we all hung out together.
Did you ever listen to the song "These Are the Daves I Know"?
Yeah, I know that song.
Yeah. I've sent it to you multiple times.
Yes.
At all hours of the morning.
All right, who do we want to start with? Let's start in P6.
Right on board. Oh, we're doing 6? Okay.
Or where did you want to start?
I like P6. We'll do P6.
All right. Or maybe by popular request, we'll go with Zuniga. See what kind of damage she could cause.
One of the agents of chaos we were talking about.
Right.
Pepper's in that line too, and he's low-key dangerous.
Well, we're off for our parade lap. You want to give us a track rundown?
Yeah, I'll give a guide.
I'll even follow along at home.
Yeah, you got your notes, eh?
Yeah, I'm prepared.
Pretty fast-flowing turn 1. cambers out and then starts to drop downhill through 2 here.
Turn 1 red gate for those who don't know.
Yeah, turn 2 nameless, as far as I know.
No, right. Into the Craner curves next.
Yeah, nice little S section. Hard to make any overtakes through this part because it's very flowing. This is the old hairpin.
Turn
This is
4.
actually part of the original circuits.
Right here we're coming up to Starkey's Bridge, which I did not see any bridge in the track.
I mean, it was built in 1931, so the bridge may have been removed. But it's a bit of a long kind of double left-hander. And it kinks back into McLean's at turn 7. This, another overtaking opportunity, potentially. Be a little dangerous, but you can do it.
Turn 8 is Coppice?
Yes,
Coppice.
Yeah.
Leading into Starkey Straight. Now, how does this guy get...
I think he was the circuit founder? I'll have to look that one up.
No tidbits of knowledge like last week?
I have a few, but none related to Mr. Starkey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it's Ringo Starkey. He's circuit owner's a big Beatles fan. We have the S's here, turn 9 and 10. Oh, and Ballard has gone flying.
It's a good sign for the race to come.
Yeah, we're already really testing the limits of the circuit, and we're only on the formation lap. Melbourne hairpin here. Very sharp right-hander, turn 11.
Leading up into Goddard's, turn 11.
This section is prone for a lot of battles. There's a good amount of overtaking opportunities in here. And it's pretty easy to get wrong.
All right, we're heading to the start-finish line.
And we should be going green here.
Green light, green light.
And we are green. Now Saba going to try to hold the inside here. Let's see if we get a pile up or a few off. Oh, we do have a spin.
In the back of the pack.
Yeah, hard to see which car that was that went around in the melee. I think a 99 car maybe of Roman. 42 of Walker. Oh no, it might be a different number there.
Oh, Perot.
999 of Perot.
Taking out a Ballard while he's at it.
Oh, a couple more
Sicolo off. Oh, and heavy damage looks like.
Wow, yeah. Big hit for Sicolo and Phillips all the way back there. So Phillips has had a shocker. And damage.
And Stevens around.
Off. Yeah.
Phillips dropping.
And that fight for the lead way up at the top there is 3 cars, it looks like, in real close. Oh, Maloof hits Adrian and Saba's off. Good to see my predictions for this sector coming true. Not making me look wrong.
No. You called it.
And Saba maintains the lead, so we're back to status quo. Maybe some dirty tires there, though. This sweeper corner is going to be tough.
All 3 through cleanly.
Let's see if we have any pitters here. I think we do. No. It was just the start-finish line.
Phillips headed into the pit. That's unfortunate.
That's a really tough start.
Yeah.
4th place to 24th.
No cautions during these races either to make up those positions.
I got to do it on pace alone. Hope that a few people have some offs.
tight battle up front.
So we have car 41 that went off at turn 1. Quite removed from the rest. Maybe he came out of the pits on cold tires, or... Alright, so Sava still holding. Fastest lap by Maloof, though. Starting to spread out a little bit now.
Yeah.
It is a longer lap here.
Turkey up to P10.
That is a good start for him.
Yeah. Pulling 5 positions in 2 laps.
He's got a decent pack ahead of him. White up to P5. And he's not that far off the... Whoa. That looked like Turkey almost around. Might not have been him, but it looked like a shade of red.
Right.
Nearly spinning. Oh, he is pushing it. Doesn't look like he's got a ton of purchase in those tires.
Reynolds and White battling it out.
So White's kind of the cork in the bottle of that entire train of cars after him. All of these guys are going to be looking to make inroads.
So what else we got going on through the field?
Roman chasing there. A good battle for 6th, 7th, and 8th that we were just following. Khan, less than half a second back, is airline for 19th.
Seekalo back down to P21.
Yeah, so he was one of the involved. I think he was actually the main spinner that I saw in that turn 1 incident. I recognize the car colors.
Never figured him for a spinner.
Have you met him?
Must be a tiny guy.
We have car 41 off again. That's Gaillard. He's down in Melbourne. Just maybe waiting for an opportunity.
Looks like he should have. Oh, that's a long line of cars he's got to wait for.
Yeah, that is tough.
He's back on circuit. All right.
It's like waiting for a cart at Walmart.
Yeah. Looks like Sava falling a nice gap.
Yeah, setting fast laps now. So he's taking that from Maloof. And Menezes making inroads at Maloof for P2. Alarcion only 0.3 of a second back at Peppers. Coming up to our decent overtaking opportunities.
Looking at the track map, looks like quite a few packs have spread out now.
They're starting to form into posses. Caraballo heading that one up.
Yep.
Gaillard off again between 7 and 8.
Oh, I think he might have left the race. I cannot switch over to him. Yeah, and he's gone.
Yeah, so some
retired
type of
the car.
terminal issue there. Let's see if Perot can make a move here. A little too far back. It's a really deceptive corner. We saw a couple guys really stabbing the brakes in there.
Right. And it looks like Perot's traveling with a little bit of damage to his front end.
We have cars at 74 off. No, we don't have a 74, so 14. Fred Medell.
Oh, Fred Medell. No.
Yeah. He's just plummeting.
That's not adorable at all.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Turn 1. It'll bite you. Oh, wow. It looks like a tight pack here. Zerline hounding. We have
Figaro.
Con. Yeah. Ooh, Con really deep. Car in the pits. We have a 46 of Cicalo, maybe. So I don't think he pitted at the beginning.
No.
So maybe he's
fixing
fixing damage from earlier. Oh.
Zerline checking out the outside.
Wow. Might open up the door for Con here. Oh, that's a sketchy move.
He's looking.
It's a fast corner, so it's really hard to get the inside there. And hard to judge when you have it. Oh, Vergara wide. Zerline. Oh.
A bit of a lag spike.
Yeah, I thought he went off. So Zerline's got the move there.
See if Con can make it happen.
He's got this long straight here. Great spot to draft. A lot of time to set up your overtake. Just a little too far back. Let's see if he can figure it through 11. Seeing some chaos here.
Good exit.
Yeah, I'd be trying to look for the inside. I don't know about that outside line he keeps trying to go for. But he did force Vergara deep. Turn 1, and he's going to think the better of it.
Let's check out what's going on in P7. Right
off.
Is
off. Right. Complete right off. Oh, and Perot.
Almost collects Perot in the process.
Oh, a little brown flag moment for Perot. Or is that white with brown stripe? Oh, a move going on there. Zerline and Caraballo. This is going to be whoever can be later on the brakes duel. Oh, and he does back off.
Sorry about that. My kid was talking to me.
No worries. Yeah, Zerline the inside line here.
Gets it done.
A little bit of fisticuffs in there. And will he be able to hold it? He's very wide there. Very generous.
Is he just trying to set up for the next turn?
Maybe, but this is again a tough one. So that's a good move. That'll be for 16th. Spectre on Turkey. Turkey in 9th now. He would have been promoted by the spin from right, I think.
That would be right.
You're right about that.
Not a lot of action at the moment. Everybody's pretty spread out.
Vergara and Cohen having a little bit of a tussle here. This group's been given good action the whole night.
Yep. Everyone's separated by almost a second besides this group.
Oh, Khan with the dive down. See, I like that.
Looks like Vergara's having a little bit of issues with his internet. Keeps disappearing.
Yeah, because we saw that weird one earlier. Khan getting a little more feisty. Maybe try to pressure him into a mistake.
Okay. It's kind of everybody just following in the line.
Yeah, once we get our first round of stops, we'll kind of see how everything's shaken out. Got about 10 minutes till the stops start. Or at least the planned ones. Carre on Roman for 12th and 13th.
Something happened to Carre.
Yeah, just as we were trying to get to him. Is he out of the race?
I think we might have lost another one.
Oh no.
Makes you wonder if we're having server issues.
With how glitchy Vergara's been, I mean, maybe.
And losing 2 drivers already. I can't see Carre ducking out when he's up in P13.
Never know, could be his own internet or server.
Right. So we'll see as the race progresses.
For me, I always just hope they're okay. Because when someone quits out of a lead, you're like, I hope nothing's going on.
Right. Good run so far for Peppers.
Yeah, Pepper's trying to pounce on 6th.
Gotta love that Pepper pounce.
He's starting to perfect it. It's becoming, his thing, his signature move. Impressive from White, too, up in 5th. He's taken advantage of some incidents.
He's kind of running all by his lonesome.
He's not fully detached from Joe. Joe is detaching himself from Menezes.
Yeah.
Who is in turn being dispatched by Malouf. Let's see, who do we have?
Checking on our leader. Starting to hit some lap traffic now.
Yeah, so he's where Thompson is.
Which is...
That is 23rd.
23rd, so...
Maloof is going to have to try to pass him as well. Now, this area of the track can be a tripping hazard.
Gets through
Nice,
clean.
Thompson. Yep.
How far up the road is Phillips? Not far.
Yeah, not terribly far.
Looks like.
About 7.7 seconds.
You can see Saba right there in the background.
Yeah, so he's going to find himself perhaps lapped. Joe, 9 seconds back now.
Oof.
Do you throw a Hail Mary in the pits? Try to go maybe a little bit earlier or do a counter strategy?
I think going by the last races, I think the overcut's the way to go. Try and stay as long as you can and have the fresher tires at the end of the race to try and pull some time on them.
Yeah.
All
We've
depends.
seen that work a couple times.
All depends what the leaders do.
Yeah. Got to kind of go off what the rest of the grid is doing.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard when it's, that 10-second gap, though.
Yeah, that's a lot to make up. You got to hope that the top three or top two get bunched up and cause some sort of incident.
We do have a car, is it 18 rider off at 7 and 8?
Yep, that's correct. Looks like he just got back on. Oh no,
and he's off again. Or at least spun it.
Yeah.
He's dropped it on the inside. And
Yeah.
Phillips coming through. So he's going to rejoin right in front of our race leaders.
Right.
So
See how that works out.
yeah, he's going to have some dirty tires. You got to think he's going to try to scramble out of the way.
You would hope.
It's about making it predictable enough that Saba can get by.
Malouf's
okay.
hoping he makes it difficult.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's Phillips
So
right there.
Yeah, so Ryder gave him the inside, but he's got P2 right behind him. And then very quickly after that, he'll have Menezes breathing down his neck.
Adrian, as I like to call him.
Yes.
Yeah, we're on a
The
first
much
name
easier
basis.
alternative.
Yeah, we're on a first name basis these days.
Oh yeah. Very close, you two.
Yeah,
Famously, in fact.
bros, you might say.
I have heard, yes. You may or may not be related. Maloof is getting frustrated.
Yeah.
Oh,
Who just
Ryder's
went off?
speared off.
Well, that's one
it's
way to let
Ryder.
them by. Oh, and takes a sign with him.
He's going to have to pay for that.
Yeah. Sunoco doesn't come cheap.
No, and all the signs for this series are rentals. We can't afford to buy them.
Saba making gains on Phillips.
I want to see that gap to P2 again, if you can throw it up on the left. So 1.6. Not bad. He's going to be wishing that he got by Ryder quicker.
Now it's up to Phillips to hold up Saba.
It looks like there was almost an incident, maybe with Turkey and Walker.
Oh,
looks
somebody's
like- whoa.
around. Oh.
Oh no. Alercion.
Oh no!
Whoa.
Oh
no!
no! Some heads up driving behind him. I gotta say.
Yeah. My goodness. If you drove like that on the road, someone would call the police. I wonder if his wheel was messing up.
I don't know.
Because that looked crazy.
We'll just say it was that.
I don't want to make any sweeping allegations.
No assumptions that they were just having a difficult time.
We're not trying to, fix any steward's decisions.
No. No say over that whatsoever.
Tight battle here, though. So they are starting to bunch up. Maybe the tire differences.
All right.
Not difference in compound, but maybe some of the ones that took care of their rubber a little better, they're starting to reap the benefits.
Good spy on the outside.
Okay. And Mary Wright trying to get in there.
So they do come to the next one.
Oh. Spectre way wide.
And Perot sneaks
He's going to give up
also.
a couple. Yeah, that's a double drop.
Let's see if Perot can make it stick down the outside.
Oh, man. That's a tight angle. We've seen that a couple times. Oh.
And we got Thompson mixing in there.
Yeah, quite the battle here. Thompson getting out of the way. At least for 4 of the 5. Okay, so little pockets now developing here.
Yeah. Looks like Alarcion's stuck behind Thompson.
Yeah, he had the spin already, so he's not looking to cause any trouble.
All right.
Oops, somebody off there.
Maybe just a tire.
I thought we lost another sign.
I think that's the same one that Thompson took out.
Yeah, some brave marshal must have repositioned it. Perot here, trying to close in.
So pit window's open. Now let's see if anybody takes that. Oh, Turkey taking the undercut. Along with Perot.
A couple really early ones.
Yeah. Spectre. Alarcion. How'd I do?
Very good. That was great.
Third line.
You're getting better every day.
Practice. All right, any other one else? Yes, we see you.
I wonder if maybe the early stop is the beneficial one here. Because the only ones that didn't pit, I think, were the ones that were already past the entrance.
All right.
Nothing from the leaders. Turkey coming out now. He'll rejoin that fast entrance to turn 1.
Yeah.
Perot here. Spectre's going to probably come out into traffic.
Everybody makes out clean.
Yep, very well handled.
We got Sirline coming out now. See how he blends out?
No traffic for him. So
we got right in the pits.
See if that's the right call.
Nailed it.
We got to keep it going. We started it. Right, we got to finish it.
See if the leaders decide to come in this lap.
7 minutes left, so still a few laps that they can put on these tires if they want. They have a car off, the 999, I think, of Perot. Yeah, he is in the weeds.
Those cold tires.
Oh, no. And he's around again. Right
one
on the
of
apex.
One of our leaders is in, Adrian. Oh, my goodness.
Oh. I mean, better to flick and get off the track.
All right.
At least he didn't flick into traffic.
Peppers into the pit.
See if he got any damage there. It does look like he has some, but you wonder if it's from earlier in the race. He's going to try to dust off those tires.
Curious to see how this works out for Adrian.
He had the great pit call in race 1.
Right.
It kind of won him the race. So,
staying out late. Now, a little different this time.
This time he's kind of middle of the road at it. We got Peppers in there, number 24.
Carabello.
Ryder in, Thompson in.
Saba entering the pits.
That's
so
going to be
Maloof
close.
And Saba. Phillips. We'll have to ride on board with Adrian and see how this blends out.
It's going to be close. You got to think that he's going to be within 5-6 seconds. Either, 2.5 out front to 2.5 behind.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere in that range.
We are halfway through, not over yet.
The cars basically do all the exact same stop, as long as they hit their marks.
Right.
The pit is very similar from car to car. Alright, so they're still in, and he's coming around the final corner.
And Saba's coming
Starting
out.
to leave. So Saba's on the track.
He's just crossing the pits now.
Okay. So he is just a little bit behind Phillips.
So Saba maintains the lead.
I wonder if it's maybe a treacherous outlap. We've seen a couple get caught out. Maybe that's why he didn't have that closing pace.
Yeah, those cold tires aren't really good for catching up.
So White in the lead of the race. Not once the pits come, but that's nice for him.
Yeah.
And he will instantly dive in the pits.
Demon Collective led a lap.
Might not be one of the bonuses in his contract. Oh, Medell in the pits. And he'll be exiting now.
I'm just hoping for a pit exit accident one of these times.
Car 343, that's Khan off in the S's. So he's got going again. Let's see if the dirty tires catch him out.
All right, we got White eggs in the pits. Let's see how this turns out.
He will clear traffic. And we have 343 of Khan going back in the pits, it looks like. Unless he hasn't pitted yet.
He has not pitted yet. If you notice the ones next to their names.
Yes.
Determine whether they have pitted or not. So Looks like our last one to make a stop is Walker. I would assume he'd be coming in this lap.
He's got 2 minutes, so he could do another lap. I think.
Yeah, I think. Well, a lap is in the 130s, 120s.
Yeah.
Like a slow lap would be the 130. So yeah, he should have time to make another one if he decides to, which he's going to.
Yeah, he will go one more time.
That is a chance. I mean, he could. Something happens where he spins it on this out lap, he could miss his pit window.
That is true. You don't want an incident right now.
No.
See if he's got the rhythm to keep it together. Looking like a good lap.
Yeah.
He's very under control.
Still a lot of circuit left, though.
I think he'll probably filter out in about 6th place. Because I see that Turkey's a lap down, I think. So.
No. Looks like that just updated.
Maybe it's just a glitch going through.
Right.
Maybe someone could enlighten us. Getting used to all the intricacies of ACC.
Well, one would hope he dives into the pits now.
Yeah, you're not making another lap in 20 seconds. Yeah, here he goes.
There he goes. All right. That'll be everyone. So
And no pit penalties this time. At least not so far.
Not yet. Not yet.
Pit window is now closed.
So maybe right here. I'm trying to make a move on Turkey.
Turkey's still hanging around in the top 10.
Yeah, it's crunch time now. Can he hold it?
If we're going by our previous races, I'd guess not.
Walker's coming out of the pits. I think they'll get by before he comes out. Yes.
Well, that was disappointing. No pit exit incidents.
So far this series, it's been good.
Yeah.
Great awareness. You know they talk about these things in the driver's briefs.
Yeah, right.
Probably plenty of warning.
This has been a clean race.
I've been part of the few of the driver's briefs. They're usually pretty thorough. We'll see. Opportunity here. Turkey's making him work for it. He's famously stunned under pressure.
Oh, that is a wide exit.
Almost on cue. I hope he was listening. Yeah, and a little deep there too. That won't help.
Still maintains P9 thanks to Walker's pit stop.
Walker's going to be closing fast though.
And
he'll have that massive tire advantage.
Yeah, fresher tires.
Because I think Peacock was a part of the first wave there.
Yeah, he was one.
Yeah, so that might be like, what, a 5-6 lap advantage? Maybe even more?
Yeah, right. Yeah, because Walker stayed out as late as possible. gonna stay with Turkey. It's not a whole lot of close action.
He's trying to get that spot back. Oh, we'll see. It's close. Two well-matched drivers. That's a bit of a cut. Yeah, he's really pushing.
I don't want to jinx him, but Turkey's sitting P1 in this class right now.
Yeah, and
with a
15
nice
seconds
gap.
ahead, I think.
Yeah.
Well, 12 seconds, 13. Actually, I was right, about 15 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Just hard with that +1 lap thing jumping around.
Right. Looks like Wright's pulling away.
Look like some juicy action down there.
There we go. Maloof coming through, the leaders.
Yeah, so he's going to pull off to the side. He's going to be right on Zerline here in a second. Is that your ride I hear in the background?
Hmm? Well, is there a police car going by? Oh, I see ya.
I think
Fire
so.
engine.
Yeah.
Yep. I can't hear it with the headphones on.
Thought that was your Uber.
Yeah. Forget I live in the ghetto, alright? I don't even hear these things anymore. They're just noises.
Tune them out.
Yeah.
I used to live next to a railroad track.
Yeah,
I know how that is.
Never heard it, right? Sleeps right through the night.
The first like 3 nights, I think I woke up.
Right.
And then after that, never again.
And then when you moved away, it was probably weird not hearing them.
Yeah, it's very silent. Oh, that is close there. Perot, 2/10. Just not enough to look for a dive there. He's dropped back a little bit, but I think he gains a decent amount through this first part of the track, and then he's finding it hard to overtake once he gets to that backstretch.
Phillips up to P18. That's not bad, considering what happened in the opening lap.
Yeah, so far that's a good reclamation job. And he might get 17th here because Mr. Medell is under pressure. Do well to avoid touching him, though.
Yeah, you don't want to catch something.
You don't know where he's been. This will be a good opportunity here. Try to lock into the slipstream. Gain a decent amount under braking here. Yeah, this will be a good opportunity. Oh, and he thinks the better of it. Maybe he's going to try to line him up for the final corner. Medell leaves the door open. Oh, and goes a little wide. Maybe a little spooked.
Yep. He's go
Maybe
for the
he thought,
inside.
Phillips was with the police.
They got a hold of his laptop.
Uh-oh.
Oh, and Medell's
and he's
off.
around. Oh.
Facing the wrong way.
Phillips did well to avoid that.
Yeah.
Imagine a second incident where he's at now. That would just be
Oh,
frustrating.
no.
No, he's going to be under pressure here, Medell will, from Vergara and Khan. Cold, well, dirty tires. Probably very hot and very dirty. Like,
Just how he likes it.
Renown's laptop. Some pressure here. This is exactly where Moby put the pressure on him. This could go from bad to worse for Freddie.
Right.
But Khan pressuring there too. He's right on the back of Vergara, so we've seen a couple of those this series where a guy tries to make an overtake, ends up losing the spot. Someone pushing right behind.
See how well Joe handles the lap traffic.
Especially lap traffic in a battle.
Right.
They're not going to want to deal with him.
And White's right there. He's not far behind. So he's going to want to get through this quick as possible.
Yeah, and this is turning into a bit of a tripping hazard. They want to race the guy in front of them. They're not really paying attention to who's coming through. Oh, that is close. He is not making any impression on him. Here he'll get Khan, I think. Yeah.
Oh, Khan pulls off the track. White closing the gap, though. Now it's down to 2.6.
Yeah, that's going to cost Joe. That is close. If Khan is more polite with
To White. Yep.
Zuniga right on the back of Vergara now.
This might be tricky because considering how Vergara's car had been glitching around earlier.
And there it goes again. I just saw it disappear.
Right.
A little bit of alien activity.
Gap down to 1.7.
Oh, was that White in the dirt?
Oh,
Looks like he might have put a foot off there.
see when the splits come through. It's right there. Joe got through. Vergara.
Yeah. So he's through there now. And now
Next
it's
up is
Freddie.
Up next. The gap is down to 1.4, so... And he's through Khan. Oh. Had to step on the brakes hard.
I think the blinking car caught him out.
Yep.
That's tough for White. Little sinking feeling in your stomach when you don't know where the guy is.
All right. Yeah, gap back up to 2.3.
One time I was in a 24-hour race in iRacing. It was the Daytona 24. I was driving an LMP1.
Mm-hmm.
And I was going down the back straight before the chicane.
Okay.
And a GT3 car, GTD, appeared directly in front of me out of nowhere when I was doing, I think, 200 plus.
How'd that work out?
I dodged it.
Really?
I nearly wrecked it because it wanted to spin.
Mm-hmm.
But I avoided it, and I lived to fight another day. But I think I needed a heart transplant.
I would imagine.
It was beyond new pair of shorts. It was just a different realm.
Joe opening up that gap.
Lots of large gaps.
Anthony itching to get by Vigara.
Yeah, he's tantalizingly close. Dropped over a half second back, though, now.
Right.
I think Reynolds is now right there, Peppers. So he's got to get by because he doesn't have a ton of time.
Oh, makes the move. There we go.
Is that, I think, the 333 car of Thompson in the pits?
No one in the pits right now.
Oh, I thought maybe it's just a yellow flag.
Possibly.
Usually when you see them yellow on pit straight,
Right.
they're in the pits, but... So Joe's pulled out that gap a little more.
Not really gaining on Medell at all.
Yeah, not really. Medell probably trying to save his race a little bit.
Yeah. Let's see how Saba handles this overtake.
Oh,
No,
rider's
well.
off. And manages to avoid the top two.
Still off.
Oh, and is that Menezes coming through there?
I think so.
Wow. Again, something that'll wake you up a little bit.
Yeah.
You come around a corner and there's a puff of dust. You don't know where the car is. You know it's been off.
You don't know where it's headed either.
No. In your mind, you're just like, I hope I don't get taken out.
Everyone pretty spread out now. Not a whole lot of action to see.
Yeah, and that gap in the pits for Adrian just hasn't really come down at all.
No.
He was around 4.6, I think, after the pits, and just back to 5.3 now. He's got less than 10 minutes.
I think that's our closest battle right now. Peppers and Reynolds.
Is it Ryan or Kurt? Or Bert? What's his name?
Bert Reynolds. I don't know who Kurt Reynolds is. Is that like off-brand Burt Reynolds?
We have Burt Reynolds at home.
Yeah.
Don't meet a lot of Burts now.
Nah. Bert and Ernie.
Burts of a bygone era.
Yeah.
Yeah, Reynolds still just around a second. Can't really make it.
Ooh.
Oh, a little bit of
Okay.
dirt. Vergara maybe kicking that up.
That might slow Peppers down enough for Reynolds to catch up.
You mean Pounce?
Pounce.
On the pepper.
Pounce on that pepper.
Everybody's taking a turn. So down to half a second now. I dropped a half a second in that lap. Kurt Reynolds.
Kurt Reynolds.
Vergara is really not wanting to give this position up. Oh, wow.
He's a blue flag. There he goes. Lets him through.
Peppers is going to be upset. I think there was an easier way to do that.
Probably.
Maybe just a miscommunication. Looked like one of those moments where you meet someone in a hall and you both go right and then you both go left.
Hey, do that little dance.
Yeah, and then you kind of look at each other awkwardly and walk away in shame.
Yeah. Thanks for the dance.
Is that what you hit him with?
Yeah. Yeah, the standard. Like,
I just say, what do you want, a fuck or a fight?
I'm assuming you usually get the latter.
You'd be surprised.
Couple takers.
Oh, turkey. Oh, nearly off there.
Yeah.
Not one of the takers, but nearly off.
Yeah. He's looking for a fight.
That's what the F stands for, fighting turkey.
Hopefully it's not the other kind of F. You go to jail for that.
Don't threaten Fred Medell with a good time.
Yeah. He'll show you how to stuff a turkey.
Wait. Oh, and turkey way wide. And a little push there.
All right. A little slap on the ass.
Wow, and he's by. So, fighting turkey back down. Not much of a fight.
No.
Maybe he's fading turkey. It is late. Oh. He is old.
He did do that early pit stop, so his tires might be failing him.
True. Yes, he was one of our aforementioned early pitters.
But he does have a 12-second lead on Alercion.
Very well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, but
I'm working on
dropping him. Turkey is not able to keep pace.
If he can hold on for 4 minutes, he's got a top 10.
He is cutting that track like a maniac. Oh, Kurt Reynolds is back. Trying to pounce on the pepper.
Just don't know if he has it in him.
He needs to find his Ernie. Or is it Bernie?
Well, if he's Bert, yeah, he needs an Ernie.
Kurt and Bernie?
Yeah.
Gotta keep the off-brand...
Yeah. We don't want any
we don't get sued.
Yeah, we don't want any copyright strikes.
I wonder if we can copyright that name. Or if they've already managed
Kurt
to
Reynolds.
foresee somebody trying to do that. Kurt Reynolds, LLC. Con and Vergara scrapping. Each of them wants to be inside the top 20. Well, the top 19, I should say, I guess.
Yeah.
Will he do it? He's lining up, and he does.
Through.
Oh, Vergara disappears again.
Dr. Pig in the Boots chime in again. He thinks we've been saying Alarcion's name wrong the whole time.
What does he think?
Alarcon.
We do have an 18 of. Is that right or again? Or is it? Yeah, it is 18, I think.
Where's he hiding?
Whoa.
Yeah. There he is.
I think he's... Oh, there he is. I had to wait for the cameraman to wake up.
He's having a rough race.
How are we
less
doing?
Less than a minute
first
left.
And second. There's a much smaller gap there.
About time.
Maloof making inroads on Saba. Maybe there was a mistake.
Well, he's got less than a minute to pull this off.
Yeah, they're getting close there. 6/10. It is a tight battle.
He's going to have to pick up the pace a little bit.
Do you think he's trying to just finish on this lap? Gonna get the white flag here now.
Leaders on final lap now.
So it's now or never. There is, I see a lap marker there. So maybe there was a little bit of trouble for Saba getting around him.
Possibly.
8/10. Very fast flowing section. Through the old hairpin for the final time. Stanley's Bridge. I see a little bridge.
Really?
That could be a bridge. Looks like the remains of an old bridge. I'd have to get a closer inspection.
Maybe it should be Old Stanley's Bridge.
Well, that's just offensive. I don't know if he's old.
Oh. Stanley's Old Bridge?
Okay, yeah, there we go. Less than a second here. But I think Saba's going to take this.
Unless something catastrophic happens in the next two turns.
Yeah, I think he's going to hold this. The last tough to judge corner. And he will take it. That is his first win.
First win this season,
So
yeah.
we do have a third different winner. Mary Wright and Kurt Reynolds. They're really giving it.
Giving it their all.
That's going to be a close finish. That's much closer than Maloof and Saba were.
Oh.
Oh.
Really sense it.
That's a big cut. And he will get the inside. But Reynolds going to try to switch back. Oh, that is well done. But he can't hold it. And he's going to try the wide line.
Roaming into the pits for some reason.
Let's see. Toxic fog. Look out for that.
Right,
And he will keep it. Nice move.
Yeah.
And now Turkey will cross the line.
Oh, we gotta celebrate this.
P10 for Turkey.
P10 for Turkey.
His highest finish since 1927. 4 years before this circuit opened.
Well,
All right, do you want to give us the rundown?
Another race in the books. Good job, everyone. P1 Saba, P2 Maloof, P3 Adrian, P4 Zaniga, White and P5, Peppers P6, Wright P7, Kurt Reynolds P8, Walker P9, our boy Turkey P10. We're gonna go with the pig pronunciation. Alarcon P11, Roman P12, Zerline 13. How about Phillips making it always back up to P14? Perot P15, Spectre P16, Mandela 17, Carabello 18, Khan 19, and we have Vigar rounding out the top 20. 21 Stevens, 22 Ryder, Thompson 23, Correas.
And then our DNFs.
DNFs. Correas in 24, Cicalo 25, and Gaillard 26.
That was a good race. A lot of distance at points, but it always kind of accordion back together.
Yeah, fun watch.
Yeah, it usually is.
Yeah. And if you haven't already, like and subscribe.
Do we have it ready with what we have next week?
You're going to make me see what the track we're at next week.
I think I have it.
Do you?
So it'll be Watkins Glen on January 8th.
Oh, so I was right.
Yeah, so don't tune in next week.
No.
There's nothing happening next
We
week.
won't be here next week.
No, maybe we'll do a stream and answer questions, like how to pronounce Alarcon's name.
Yeah. Maybe we'll get the drivers in here. We can do some interviews.
I've been wanting to get the winner, or at least one or two drivers, to do a scheduled stop by. It's a lot less awkward than us just talking.
Yeah.
Give people something to look forward to.
Yeah. Tonight was pretty awkward.
Well, we made it awkward.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's Imola, then Silverstone, and that is our series cap.
Well, so far, so good. Be interesting to see who our points leader is after this.
Did they say they were tracking points?
I honestly don't know.
I don't know either. We'll find out from Anthony.
Yeah, we're just making this up as we go.
He'll tell me.
Maybe it's like, whose line is it anyway?
Oh, I think, they are tracking standings. So Ben Maloof was in the lead.
Oh, well, I'm probably held on to that with a strong P2 tonight.
Looks like maybe there's a drop week, because one race always has a line through it.
Okay.
So, we'll see. Anthony will tell me. He always sends me a very long message about all the things that I got wrong about the series. Which helps.
You can't expect us to know everything.
Right. I don't even race in the series.
Yeah. He's like that. He's like that angry fan that listens to everything but hates it. Here's all here's all the things you got wrong tonight.
This guy doesn't even know the rules.
Yeah. It's pronounced Alarcon, not Alcion.
I think the jury's still out. I'm interested. I'm sure most people pronounce it Alarcon.
Right?
But is that how it's supposed to be?
I don't know. I mean, forgive us for trying to fancy it up. And we forgot to congratulate White on his win tonight.
That is a great finish. P5.
Also Turkey. A nice win tonight.
Yeah, a win in rookie class. Finally. The AM class.
I'm proud of you. turkey.
Yeah. So far for turkey, am has meant, am I going to shit the bed tonight? But tonight he didn't.
All right. Well, with
I
that,
hope you put a couple dollars on it.
all right. With that, good night, everyone.
Good night.
I'm Dave. He said, we'll see you next race.
We've been ARL.